guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool news video, and we will have Jurgen Klopp's interview where he said that Sadio Mane actually wanted to leave Liverpool. Liverpool talked with him and his agent and he had no intention to stay at Liverpool, even though Liverpool offered him a new contract. And also Jurgen Klopp revealed a lot about the Mo Salah contract talks, and also he revealed what the 5 things that will make Darwin Nunez world class in the coming years for Liverpool FC. And also Jurgen Klopp revealed that Joe Gomez will have a big part to play in the future of Liverpool FC. So lots of new information to unpack in this video. So if you enjoy these, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And Jurgen Klopp said that, and I quote, "We knew because Mane told us and his agent told us that they wanted to leave. They wanted to have a new challenge, to find a new club. It's never easy, these negotiations. It's all good until we talk about money, but that worked then really well." So Mane as well, a Liverpool legend, one of the all-time Premier League greats, I would say, with the numbers he has. So that little comment, it's all good until we talk about money. Is he referring to Mane specifically, or is he referring to like contract negotiations and all the talk? Because yeah, probably Salah and Mane, the biggest stumbling block with their new contracts was money. Did Mane want to get a bigger salary at Liverpool? Certainly his PR agent said that Mane didn't leave Liverpool because of money issues. He already was earning a great salary and he wanted a new challenge. So Mane and his agent realized when Bayern Munich were interested in him that they wanted to go to Bayern. They wanted to pursue a new challenge. So Mane wasn't desperate to stay at Liverpool, and he's entitled, after spending 6 great years at Liverpool FC, he's entitled to actually say, I want to leave, I want a new challenge. And Jurgen Klopp, I think, and Mane handled the exit of Sadio Mane pretty brilliantly. And Jurgen Klopp also said, Sadio Mane, what a player, world class. He and we together reinvented him as a number 9 in the second half of last season, which he played outstandingly well. I like the way it happened now because it was completely clean, and that's pretty brilliant how Mane was basically reinvented as a number 9 in the second half of the season. He scored 12 goals in the second half, which was absolutely brilliant, and Mane helped Liverpool almost win the Premier League title. He also hit the post in the Champions League, so it could have been a dream farewell of Mane winning the Champions League in the last game of his as a Liverpool player. It wasn't to be, but it was just unlucky more than anything. And Jurgen Klopp also revealed a lot about the Mo Salah contract negotiations. And previously, before it was revealed that Salah would extend his deal, Jurgen Klopp was always calm when he spoke about contract talks. And he always said that Mo Salah wants to stay. And that wasn't PR talk, that was actually the truth. He now can reveal, Jurgen Klopp, and I quote, "I knew that it would happen, that Salah would extend. It was always clear. Mo Salah wants to stay at Liverpool. That was always the message. I spoke to him, obviously. It was always clear. He said, I want to stay. But it's an important contract. Different things have to be considered, and that's what takes time sometimes. Cannot always fulfill the expectations from the outside world. There's an ending contract. Next year it will end. So sort it now. Things need time. But we obviously are experienced enough to deal with these kind of things. He's very happy now that he extended his time here. We are very happy because we will have a world-class player for the next 3 years. Imagine you have to sign Mo Salah now. He's in another club and you want a player with the numbers he created over the years. 31 goal per season player on average. It's pretty much not possible. But we have him, he wants to stay, and that's very good news. And I think it was Mo Salah's decision to stay. And he also wants to be up there with the biggest legends, the biggest goal scorers in Liverpool's history. He said that he wants to break all kinds of goal scoring records. Ian Rush's like 347 goals record. I don't think it can be broken. Salah is right now on like 156, so he would need to score almost 200 more goals. But who knows, if Salah stays until like he's 37, 38 years old, maybe at Liverpool, who knows, maybe if he keeps continuing scoring 20, 25, 30 goals a season, it's actually not impossible to see him break those kind of records. But it just shows what a crazy good player Ian Rush was, that if Salah scores 30 goals per season for the next 5 years, that's still only 306 goals, which is still almost 50 goals short, 40 goals short of Ian Rush's goal-scoring record. Jurgen Klopp also said James Milner, new goal, and Joe Gomez, new contracts. Absolutely fantastic news. That's how you build a team. Milner is incredibly important for us. Who doesn't know it yet or doesn't believe it yet? You just have to read Pep Milner's new book, which comes out early August, I think. It's really like a love letter to James Milner, well deserved by the way. And Joe Gomez is really a world-class defender, no shadow of a doubt. He believes in this project, he believes in himself, he wants to be a Liverpool FC player, and we want the team to stay together, obviously. I know what people say in these moments, but you have Konate, you have Virgil van Dijk, you have Joel Matip. We will need the quality, and we have the quality. And Joe Gomez, when he played, was outstanding for us, and he will be outstanding for us in the future. He was referring to Danny Murphy's comments that he said that even though Joe Gomez signed a new contract, he's still fourth choice centre-back for Liverpool. But that can change. That was last season. This season, who knows how the centre-back hierarchy will shape up at Liverpool. Probably Virgil van Dijk will still be number one, that's undisputed. But second, third place is up for grabs. And if Joe Gomez starts pre-season well and starts the season well, he could be Virgil van Dijk's long-term partner next season, because that happened before in the 2019-20 season when Liverpool won the Premier League. We had two absolutely world-class centre-backs in Gomez and Van Dijk. That can happen again in the future. And Jurgen Klopp explained the situation that last year we had three centre-halves coming back from long-term injury. Van Dijk, Joel Matip and Joe Gomez. The things are all to explain. It's not that difficult. Virgil, obviously the man, we don't have to discuss him really, started on a pretty high level. Joel was the one who came in first and he could train the longest. And when we don't have to discuss his quality, he's talking about Joel Matip. And he was there. Konate knew, and he had the long-term injury as well, by the way, before that, and needed to find his feet a little bit in the squad. He delivered from the first moment, but he was still new and he had to adapt to a couple of things. Joey needed this little bit longer, Joe Gomez, and that's how it is sometimes. Then he needed a little bit more rhythm. And he had a little injury again, nothing major, but just a little bit, which is normal after a long time out. That brought him in the position for a while, but I think we all know how often and how good and how well he played in the second part of the season especially. He's a world-class defender, no shadow of a doubt. And Jurgen Klopp also revealed that this will be a strange and unusual season, because from November onwards, Liverpool will have two different groups when it comes to the fitness and the training of the group, because one group will have their longest season ever, who go toward the World Cup and who start the season the earliest and finish the season the latest, and the other group will have 1.5 months off because they will not go to the World Cup. Players like James Milner, players like Mohamed Salah and others who didn't qualify for the World Cup or who don't play for their national teams. Joel Matip, I think, doesn't play for his national team either. So Liverpool will have to do things differently. And if you go to the final or the semi-finals in the World Cup, it will be crazy, absolutely crazy how many games these players have to play. And the other group who has a proper break in November, but until then everybody has to do the same. And the players who go to the World Cup obviously have to be fit there as well. From that point of view, this is actually a good moment. We will see how we can deal with that afterwards, but until then it should be fine. And we can do a lot of training in pre-season, because during the season mostly Liverpool do recovery, because we are playing every 3 days except the first month of the season. After September, Liverpool can't really train a lot properly, so this is where pre-season you have to do the basics and you have to have a very strong basis where you can build the whole season on. And I just realized that 3 days from now, Liverpool's new season will start with our first pre-season game in Bangkok against Manchester United. And Jurgen Klopp said we cannot play against United and say it's a friendly. It's not a friendly. Yes, it's a pre-season game. We have to see who we can use in that moment. The guys who came back from international duty now, they will fly tomorrow with us, and some we meet directly there. From that moment on, they are training, but 2 days later we play the game. So we will see if we can give them 10 or 15 minutes. And then for the Crystal Palace game, maybe a little bit more. Then we come back to Liverpool. We have 5 days here, and then we go to Austria. And from Austria, pretty much directly to the Community Shield final against Manchester City. And 1 week later, we start with the season, so it's a tough period. And we have to extend the pre-season into the season for some players, because we play Fulham Saturday and we play the following Monday, so it's a long week which we can use as well for training. So these are the moments where we have to train. During the season we cannot train, we play every 3 days, so we recover, but that's the moment where we really try to create the basis for the rest of the season. And one of the main reasons why Liverpool wanted to build such a big squad is that we can challenge Manchester City and all the other clubs for all the trophies, because Liverpool want to have a team and a squad which challenges on all fronts. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago even, Liverpool didn't have a deep enough squad that we could take the FA Cup and the League Cup quite seriously and go deep into both competitions, plus be in the title race, plus be in the contention for the Champions League. And in this Liverpool team, I think, and this squad, for the first time we can do it. I think last season showed that Liverpool have a big enough squad, and this season maybe our squad will be even bigger and even stronger. Divock Origi also contributed massively to Liverpool's cause in the past few years, and Jurgen Klopp said, Divock Origi was actually here before I arrived. He was out on loan, and he had an incredibly successful spell here, and even when I didn't play him that often, I said it often enough, it's my fault a little bit of all of the quality in the squad. He's a Liverpool legend, definitely. When you think about Divock, you cannot avoid a smile, because so many great moments were only possible because of him. Absolutely outstanding, like the shoulder header at Newcastle, so many things, the goals against Everton, the Champions League final, absolutely great, the semi-final against Barcelona. We wish him all the best. That's what I said to him when I gave him a hug after our last Premier League game, when he got his farewell. I said, wherever you go, I know you will be successful. I wish you all the luck in life, because you deserve it. And I think Liverpool, it will be a big miss. Liverpool fans will miss Divock Origi, but it's AC Milan's gain, and he will be a big player for them. And I'm really looking forward to watching more AC Milan games next season, because to see Divock Origi tear it up in the Serie A will be a joy to watch. And Jurgen Klopp also said about Takumi Minamino, not that long here, but a similar influence on the things we did. He won big trophies here, we became champions together when he came in the winter, and then we won both domestic cups together, which we wouldn't have won without him. That's 100% the truth. Minamino was the top scorer of the League Cup, and I think the FA Cup as well, but he scored very important goals. And for him as well, Monaco, it's a great club. He will play there, he will have a great career from here on. He will always be welcome when he comes back, 100%. A fantastic player and a fantastic person as well, just like Sadio Mane. Players use that direction through the door, and you bring other players in, and now we are very excited about the new team that we can create. With Darwin Nunez, Fabio Carvalho. We will have a new look front line. And there is also talk of Liverpool maybe changing formation in some games, and we could play the 4-2-3-1 formation, where we could have Darwin Nunez as the focal point, Salah on the right, Luis Diaz on the left, and maybe even Fabio Carvalho behind Darwin Nunez, or Bobby Firmino behind Darwin Nunez, or we could have Diogo Jota on the left and Nunez up front, and also Carvalho in behind Nunez and Salah on the right. I think Salah's place is pretty much nailed on, and then the other players will rotate whenever we need different kind of playing styles, different kind of player profiles against different type of teams. So it's going to be a very interesting and very exciting season, and I'm really looking forward to it. And Jurgen Klopp also listed the 5 reasons why Liverpool signed Darwin Nunez, and he said it was clear that Darwin Nunez was really good, but when you see it live in front of you with your own eyes, it was really impressive. The power, the mix-up with technique, the desire, the smart moves that he made, the problems he caused us. We fell all in love in these 2 games. A very aggressive South American. It's a good thing. It was really a joy to watch him. And so when we realized we had a good chance to sign him, we were all in, and we are really happy he's here now. And Jurgen Klopp, you can feel and sense the excitement in his voice that he is really looking forward to developing another striker into a world-class goal machine. Robert Lewandowski, he became a world-class striker under Jurgen Klopp. Mohamed Salah became world-class under Jurgen Klopp, Sadio Mane, Bobby Firmino, even Diogo Jota. He was a very good player, but he wasn't world class before he worked with Jurgen Klopp. So Darwin Nunez, let's hope Jurgen Klopp can do wonders with him as well. And Raphael Honigstein, who is somewhat of an expert in Jurgen Klopp's career, he's a German journalist, and he said that youth is very important when you have to meet the very high demands that Jurgen Klopp's playing style and the tactical side of things. You have to be, very, very much spot on with all your tactics, the positioning, everything. And for an older player, it would be a lot more difficult to adapt to Jurgen Klopp's playing style. He said Jurgen Klopp's style of football is very demanding, so it's easier for players in just arriving into their prime or already in their prime to adapt to it, rather than players who are 30 or above 30 or who are getting into their 30s to play it. That doesn't necessitate a certain playing style, I think a certain mentality as well. Younger players tend to be slightly more moldable, and they are more prepared to listen and to buy into an existing context rather than say, I've won this and that. Surely you are going to adjust the way you play to my recommendations or the way I play. And that's never going to happen at a Jurgen Klopp team. If you sign a Robert Lewandowski, for example, he won't probably adjust as well to Jurgen Klopp's style of play, and he would want the team to accommodate him and to adjust to what is best for him or his playing style. And at Jurgen Klopp, I think that's one of the reasons why it's actually brilliant and perfect that Jurgen Klopp, that Liverpool have this model where they sign young players and they develop them, and maybe we can sell them on if they want to leave, or if they don't, then we will have long careers of a lot of exciting young players who actually are a lot cheaper to get when they are still emerging than signing ready-made superstars. Look at what Manchester United did in the last 5 years. They tried to sign so many superstars, older players, and it's an absolute mess. But that's for another video. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun making it. See you later. Goodbye.